Greyhawk has been a setting in Dungeons and Dragons that's been around since the early 1970s. GameMasters here, and Wizards of the Coast has made Greyhawk the official setting for the Dungeons and Dragons newest 5th edition set of books, the new core books. When that news came out, I admit, there were a few of us that were very confused because we had also seen that they were going in heavy with Forgotten Realms. Case in point, soon we're going to see 2 new Forgotten Realms books, the Heroes of Faerun and the Adventures in Faerun. But clarity was provided regarding Greyhawk, and now, honestly, everything kind of makes sense. Beginning at Gen Con 2025 and then continuing into 2026, we will be seeing a living, breathing campaign called Legends of Greyhawk. This is a Dungeons & Dragons organized play that is going to happen across several different conventions where players like you and me can actually get together and work out the fates of Greyhawk. It's going to start off with 4 different adventures that will take place inside of Greyhawk City. And kind of around it as well. But there's going to be specific character creation rules, and I'll talk about that in a moment, but all the characters are going to start off at level 1. If you are at Gen Con specifically, and you have a D&D Beyond account, you'll also be able to earn physical rewards, things like magic item cards and certificates, things like that. Right now, it's not clear if other conventions will also feature similar physical rewards, but I'd say it's probably a decent bet that they will. The unknown, however, is that right now, WotC has not announced what other conventions that Legends of Greyhawk will be available to actually play at, but if you are affiliated with a convention and you want to see this Legends of Greyhawk campaign at your event, there is a support page where you can sign up for it, which is linked in this support document. And we'll talk about this in just a second as well. There's also a rumor that even online conventions are going to be able to participate, so you might even be able to play this online. We also know that the campaign will start off in the Greyhawk year of 576 common year. We also know that based on the events and actions of the players, that the campaign itself will evolve and grow based on those decisions made. And it could be that some mishap burns down part of Greyhawk City to the ground, and as the campaign moves forward, that specific event will have had happened. I've always loved the idea of a living campaign world, and honestly, I'm kind of excited to see that that's how this is being handled. The support document that we've spoken about, this Legends of Greyhawk guide, it's also going to be linked down below, but it goes over all of the base information that you're going to need in order to participate in the campaign as a player. For example, it cites, sorry, I can't read with my glasses. I know. Makes no sense, right? Okay. It cites that you need the new 2024 Player's Handbook or the free D&D Beyond basic rules, and that you'll also need a D&D Beyond account or a printed out character sheet. Creating a character is going to be super easy, although deciding exactly what kind of character to be, that's always been the hard part. But really, all you'll need to do is roll up a level 1 character on D&D Beyond, again, just using the 2024 rules. One interesting thing of note, when you play through the campaign, you'll of course find, treasure, gold, magic items, things like that. At the end of your play, at the end of the adventure, you won't be able to keep those things. But at the conclusion of the adventure, you are offered a choice of treasure, which from this guide, I would assume you are able to carry over to the next adventure. And if I had to guess, I'd say that is where the physical treasure cards come into play. This is a sample one, and it may not be this size. I really don't know, but it's going to be depicted with the item on the front and the thing on the back, the description on the back. But it's basically they're going to show, it's there to show the DM that you actually did earn it, and therefore you, at that point, would be able to make use of that item in your next play. There's level advancement, which is based on the number of adventures completed, and of course, as you level up, you'll also be able to further flesh out your character and its abilities, again, using the 2024 rules. However, should you want to play at a specific level, you can decline to advance your character. So if you advance to level 3 and you want to stay at level 3, you're not going to advance beyond that if you choose to. But at that point, you won't gain the ending treasure. And then should your character decide to open a chest without checking it for traps and otherwise perish, and no one's able to revive them, that character will remain dead. If the player can retrieve the body and locate someone to raise dead, then you can continue to play. But come on, players don't make silly choices that can find their characters in life-ending situations at all, ever, do they? One final question for you. Well, two actually. If you are within distance of a convention, is playing in a Legends of Greyhawk living campaign something that you would do? And if so, tell me your most broken level 1 character that you can think up. Again, based on the 2024 rules only. Let me know all of that down in the comments. Give me something that you feel was really going to make the DM cry. And until next our paths cross, may your next excursion to a convention be full of high adventure.